Hello and welcome to the Kansas Speedway for the running of the Protection 1 400. What a great facility this is, Barney. What do you think of this track?
A first-time winner here, definitely not out of the question in this one. Being that this place is still relatively new to these guys, everyone is on an even playing field as far as experience here.
Jimmy Spencer has earned the name Mr. Excitement with his all-out aggressive driving style.
Well, every time Jimmy Spencer gets in a race car, you know he's going to drive the wheels off that thing. Sometimes it gets him into trouble, but it makes for some great racing action.
The Delphi car hasn't run well in his qualifying attempts at the speedways this year.
Man, that's true. Maybe he likes having to pass all those cars on race day. I know I would prefer to start towards the front, and I'm sure he would too. But hey, he'll get there with some patience.
Steve Park has had some tough breaks during his still young Winston Cup career. He missed a bunch of races in both '98 and 2001 due to injury.
Yes, and unfortunately those injuries cost him a shot at Rookie of the Year and his first top 10 points finish. But he's back now and as good as ever.
Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. I believe this is pole number 8 on the season for Mark the Kid Martin. And you know, it's true what MRN said. There is just a ton of bad breaks in Steve Park's career. And there would be as well in the 2002 season with that wreck at Darlington. It's a shame. I was actually a very big supporter of Park, and it's a shame that he never really got to show his full potential. But green flag in the air here at Kansas. And the other thing I was thinking about during that MRN segment is, god damn, do I love that 21 car. That Air Force car is so beautiful. Hopefully we can follow it through the field here. Kurt Busch also had a very poor qualifying run. He's here in the back with us. One down, 25 to go here. 26-lap race here at the Kansas Speedway. This, of course, as we make a little contact with Kurt, this, of course, the old Kansas before they reprofiled it with that little bit more banking.
We're off the pace. Everything okay? Okay, we're clear.
Kansas, a relatively exciting track for 1.5 mile. Ever since they reprofiled it, I think it's been a lot better. Really remember too much of the pre-profiled races. Of course, this race in real life was crucial in the 2002 Winston Cup Series championship. This saw the end of a championship run for Sterling Marlin, who had led the championship for so long in 2002. He would break his neck. Not break it. Did he break it? I'm not actually sure what the injury was, but would get a really bad injury and a crash exiting turn 2, and would be out for the remainder of the season, which allowed Jamie McMurray to step into the car. But still a very sad thing nonetheless, and Sterling Marlin would never quite be the same after that accident. Much like how Steve Park, never the same after his Darlington crash. Making up too much ground early here. We don't have a 100% chassis on the car. We do have a 100% engine.
The leader's interval is about 9 seconds.
This is, I believe it's a brand new engine. I think this is the one we just built. All we did though is get a fuel upgrade. We don't have any new horsepower on the car. So, whoa! Sorry, Biff, but there was commotion in front. I had to react there. Looks like Frank Kimmel got loose into the wall there, and damage to him and I almost said Elliott Sadler. Yeah, Elliott Sadler. He is in the 21. Sorry, I was thinking about 03 and I was forgetting who drove the 21 and 02 for a sec.
Get back on your marks now. We're slipping a little on the clock.
We're currently P34 here. It's, way too much into the corner there. Lose a whole bunch of time. Here comes the wreckers. Up to us already. They're gaining fast.
The 21 car.
just too tight right now.
We're falling back.
Sadler's going to get underneath us as well as Kimmel. Now we're going to have to deal with Bobby Hamilton as well. Like I said in the last episode at Dover, we just got to get through these tracks. We're not going to be too good at them this year, which is weird because another mile and a half, you know, Atlanta we ran well, Charlotte we ran well, so maybe it's those D-shaped tracks we run okay at. These other ones, not so much.
Okay, we're clear.
We'll hold off Bobby Hamilton just a little bit. We're sliding up the track just because of how tight the car is right now. Trying to hold him off best we can. And luckily we got a gap to Steve Park behind us, so we at least have that sponsor objective right now. So we get into Frank Kimmel there.
Okay, we're clear.
To me, it was such a weird inclusion to have Frank Kimmel in this game since he only made...
We're looking for.
Really, I only remember that car in one race, and that was at Pocono. I'm sure he at least attempted other races, maybe even made it, but it's so weird they included him, but missed out on some of the full-time drivers from that season.
Number 7.
Much better situation now in terms of licensing. Really, I believe that all changed in the Eutechnics era. Whoa, Casey Atwood into the wall out of 4. Bobby Hamilton gets slowed down yet again. Or Bobby can't catch a break here. Try to get up here to the 25 and 26, but way too tight in turn 2 there. Lose a whole bunch of time. It looks like somebody might have blown up already. We do have a slow car in turns 1 and 2. Pit stops beginning here on lap 10 as John Andretti pits as well as a couple others.
That one was off the pace. Stay focused, buddy.
We slow down so much with how tight this car is getting right now. As we come up to the blown engine, let's see who it is. Is it Kyle Petty? Yes, it is. It feels like Kyle has had a lot of blown engines this season.
Clear on both sides.
Nobody else really deciding to pit this lap. Couple more guys, it looks like, but pit road not too busy yet. I was hoping to go to about lap 15, but if we have to pit a little earlier than that, that is okay.
Got one down low.
So go past Andretti and Kimmel.
Be careful.
We have caught back up a little bit to Todd Bodine. I see pit road doesn't look too busy this lap, so I think we might go ahead and pit now then. Just to try to avoid the craziness. Let's go ahead, come on in.
Everything okay with the car?
Let's loosen it up a turn, take the air pressure down just a little bit. And man, this pit road is narrow. Let's see what the crew can do. Hopefully they don't screw us again.
Take it easy.
Actually gained a little bit of time there on the 25 car as we exit the pit, so pretty good pit stop.
Everything okay?
However, the 43 and 26 get ahead of us because of the undercut. Biffle gets past us as well. We try to hold off Steve Park here.
Number 30 is exiting pit row ahead. Okay.
Whoa! A little bit of contact there with Steve. Just gotta hope having some of these guys pit a little bit later, like the 26 car, has actually hurt them. You know, even though he came out with the 25, he's already left us just because of how slow our acceleration is. Let's go past Bobby Hamilton once again
That pass was for possession. Nice job. You're clear.
to try to catch up to Biffle here. Keep an eye out for Todd Bodine as well. He was ahead of us before the pit stop, but we did pit before him, which should hopefully help.
The 16 car is outside.
Underneath Greg Biffle here through 3 and 4.
Number 16 is still there. Keep it up. Great.
Cars leaving the pit ahead. There's Todd Bodine.
Careful. The 16 car.
Alright, so it looks like that at least helped us with the Bodine situation. We are right on him. Should be able to get past him as he's just now coming up to speed here.
The 26 car down low.
Side by side with Bodine. A little bit of three wide action for a brief moment. Here comes Steve Park. No, Park. No! You will not get past today.
Good lap. Keep hitting those marks.
A whole bunch of cars now in the pits. I see our fellow 63 car up ahead. Looks like we might be battling with him for position. Bodine touched the apron there just for a brief moment. Oh crap, we're going to slide up the track. Might allow Bodine pass. We actually make a little bit of contact. Here comes Steve Park again. Three cars trying to get past us here. We're going to see what we can do to hold them off for now. The leader is coming to put us a lap down. Slid up the track a little bit. That's going to allow Bobby Hamilton make a little bit of contact. And now we just have to deal with Park again. Alright, that is dealt with, and seems like we're starting to catch up to a couple of these guys up in front at least. Frank Kimmel and John Andretti, who pitted before us. Well, we've managed to catch up to the group in front of us while continuing to battle with Park, Bobby Hamilton, and Todd Bodine. Here comes Mark Martin, the leader, though, to put us all a lap down. So we're in intense battling here for the 30th plus position. We'll get underneath Kimmel here into turn 1, take P33 away. Try to get P32 here from Andretti. Slide up the track just a little, try to pinch down Steve Park the best we can. Yeah, it's the thing I give this game credit for. Even when you're just battling for P33, you can still have a ton of fun. Like, this is a very fun battle. I'm having a pretty fun time. You know, it's just disappointing that it's for these positions. To get underneath John Andretti here. Starting to slide up. Even though we did so much to loosen the car, we're still starting to tighten up a bit here as we get towards the end of this run. Now, big gap to the 25, another 63 car ahead. Not sure we'll be able to catch them, so just try and hold on to P32 is our objective as Mark Martin starts carving his way through us. Frank Kimmel has dropped through this pack like a rock. He's at the back of it already. Bobby Hamilton looked to make it 3 wide for a brief moment. So slide up again through 1 and 2, which allows Park to get there. But we're going to hold him off there, take the air off his nose. Trying to get down to the inside of us here. I'm not going to let that happen. As here comes Jeff Gordon, so just like Fontana, we kind of have that situation where we're directly impacting the win. As I'm trying to hold off 2 cars, they're right behind both of them. If this was real life, I'm sure they'd be screaming on the radio right now. Jeff Gordon inching ahead right now as Bobby Hamilton inches ahead of me on the outside line. I'm going to try to get back to the inside of him here, get past him. Trying to keep up the speed and momentum, but it's getting us tight, which is going to allow Park to get to our inside, which in turn allows Mark Martin to retake the lead. Gordon's going to get to his inside. White flag is out. No, Park, no! Get back here. And this might just be our final lap now. And this is going to be our final lap. Oh no! Smack the wall! Nearly lost an extra spot, but we're not going to finish ahead of Steve Park. Unfortunately, checkered flag, P33. Another disappointing run, but it was actually kind of fun, not going to lie.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
You could definitely tell the drivers who had the stronger cars. They got out front early and they stayed there the majority of the race.
The Delphi car didn't have much of a race.
Well, all the guys on that team worked so hard. It's a shame they couldn't get a better finish, but sometimes it's just not your day.
Until next time, everybody, this is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall saying thank you for joining us for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race.
Well, after 2 disappointing races in a row, our luck could turn around as we have our next and final No Bull 5 race of the season, and a race we very well could win. A track we won at earlier this season, Talladega. So let's go ahead, get our car prepared. We're going to put our best engine in, as well as go with our best chassis. Are these the same? Yes, they are. So we'll just put 8 in, and we are good to go for Talladega, the next race. Taking a look quick at the engines. Do have a chance to repair some here. These two might need to go because you can see how much lower on that graph they are. Let's see here. 53, 53, 55. Can we bring that up a lot with an overhaul? A bit. We could do a bit there, actually. But was that the power that only goes up to 54? Yeah, that's not too much here. We're going to have a new engine after 2 races. Unfortunately, though, that means we'll have no 100% engine afterwards, but these are the engines we need to go with, so might be time to get rid of these 2 engines. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can bring that one up. Yes, that'll go up to 56, so we'll go ahead with that. That'll be done in 2 races, and then our chassis. Go ahead and set to repair this one. That'll take 2 races. And because it's going to be a little bit, we'll go ahead and build a new chassis as well. So we have plenty of stock as we head to the next season. And hopefully we don't have to run into these situations where we have less than optimal equipment for each race. So, Talladega up next. Be sure to subscribe. You're not going to want to miss that. A chance at another $1 million. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like. And I will see you in the next NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. Until then, bye.